Folks, when Steph Curry talks, we listen. He doesn't do many interviews, and when he does, he gives out valuable information. And he just put pressure on the Warriors front office with what he talked about with Marcus J. Spears. We're going to dive into the interview and what he said and how it means he may leave the Warriors, which we hope it doesn't happen here at Warriors Digest. Speaking of Warriors Digest, welcome. My name is Randy Silver. If you're with us daily or it's your first time, we break down the Warriors news every day, multiple episodes a day when we can get it done. And I thank you all for being here with us. And let's break down some of the stuff that we see from the fans. Let's make it smaller. Sid, definitely the best source for Warriors news. The most info in a short video. No need to small talk taking up half the video. Most current info explaining what's happening with Golden State. Simply the best. And I appreciate you being with us, and I appreciate you saying that. If you don't want clickbait, no BS, this channel is for you, straight Warriors news. Brady, Randy, thanks for keeping us updated on all the Warriors team. I appreciate you. If it's Summer League, which obviously is now over, free agency, trade rumors, drafts, regular season, we do it all here. And of course, player interviews. And lastly, Shiloh, love your videos. Been following for over a week now, and I'm impressed. Keep up the good content from Ireland. Shiloh, thank you so much. Whether you've been with us for one day, a week, forever, it means a lot. And let's break down what Steph Curry said, because he means a lot to this Warriors team. Steph would have a hard time playing for a bottom-feeding Warriors team. So this is a long quote. We're going to read it and break it down. The context, obviously he's playing with Team USA basketball. We know that. And he did an interview with Marcus J. Spears talking about Team USA, Klay Thompson leaving, which we'll get to in a moment, and his time with the Warriors and what he expects from this current team, how the front office has done, and what they would need to do or not do to stay with the Warriors. So in this context, they said, do you see yourself staying with the Warriors for the rest of your life? This is what he said, rest of his career. It's tough, right? I've always said I want to be a Warrior for life. At this stage in my career, I feel like that's possible. And you can still be competitive. It doesn't mean you're guaranteed the championship. It does mean winning. Winning is always a priority, but obviously you're realistic. It doesn't mean that if it's going to happen if you stay the course. You need to shake things up and keep reimagining what it looks like to evolve with what the league is doing right now, with where some of those talented teams are now. So let's break that down. The next part is what he talks about his future, but here he's saying you got to do what you got to do. You can't stay put in what is happening. If you're a team full of guards and the team's going big and you can't compete, then you got to trade for bigs or sign bigs. Vice versa. If you're a tall team and the league's trending short, fast shooters, then you got to do that. And that's what the Warriors did to be successful from 2010 to 2020. They changed the league with guards, three-point shooting, made it a smaller, faster shooting league. Now we see the league is trending back up to tall, athletic players. Wemby, great example. I mean, come on, the dude is a freaking alien. Chet, look at him, what he does in OKC, inside, outside. Nikola, freak of nature. Players like that. Anthony Davis. So you get my point. So what he's saying is if you need to shake it up, and if you're not shaking it up, you're not going to win. But if you're trying to win and you don't, I'm good with it. So now the next part is his future. Let's make it big. I'm taking it one step at a time, to be honest. I think that's the only way that will protect my happiness. Also, it allows me to enjoy being myself when I'm out there playing. And I'll continue to make the decisions that are best for me and my career at the end of the day when it comes to just the imagination. I want to win. Let's put it this way. It's a long-winded way of saying that if it's a situation where you're at the bottom feeder, you're a bottom feeder team, and it's just because you want to stay there, then I'd have a hard time with that. But I don't think that's going to be the reality. So that last part is the most important part. If you're going to be a bottom feeder to just stay there and not try, I want out. So if you're a terrible team in the NBA, you're consistently drafting high in the draft, he doesn't want to be there because you're not trying. And that's not the Warriors. And that's why I said that's not the reality. Look what happened this season. Again, we lost Steph. Excuse me, we lost Steph. We did not lose Steph. We lost Chris Paul, Klay Thompson, and a couple other players. But those are the two main. We brought back Waters in the trade. We signed Melton, Anderson, Hield, and two of those came and signed in trades. They're trying. They're trying. Yes, is it not Markkanen, Levine, Ingram? No, but they made moves to make this team holistically better. And that is what Steph is saying in his quote is, I don't want to be a bottom feeder. I don't want to be on a bad team, and that's where we're going. Joe Lacob, Mike Dunleavy Jr., Steve Kerr are trying. They're doing the moves. If we can get Markkanen, cherry on top, icing on the cake. But no, we are doing what we can to be successful. So Steph is saying, I want to be a Warrior for life. I love being where I'm at. And again, the lifers of Kobe Bryant, one team with the Lakers. Dirk Nowitzki, one team with the Mavericks. Tim Duncan, one team with the Spurs. You don't see that money at all anymore. He has the opportunity. Klay did. Klay out. Not happening anymore. So he wants that. It's a big honor. He will have a statue and jersey regardless. But if the Warriors aren't trying to win, then he wants out. Because he is a competitor. He wants to win. Obviously, this isn't shocking news. I think any team, any players would feel that. Now, the question is, can he help this team win? Again, we look at his contract. He's owed $59 million next year. $55 million this year. If he really wants this team to win, can he take a reduced salary for 26 and not put them in purgatory or make it harder for them to sign another star, another player? Could he take $40 million, $30 million? Could he renegotiate his salary? He's not going to do that. But if he's true, he wants this team to be successful, help him get his 5th NBA championship, then I say, Steph Curry, put your money where your mouth is. Put your mouth where your money is. And take less money. Don't take your Supermax. Don't take what near that. And help the Warriors get another great mid-role player or someone above average around the All-Star or potentially a pro. We will have some salary cap space coming up. Now, if Steph Curry doesn't extend, of course, that means his career could be over after 26. Maybe he walks. But if he takes an extension, I want to see you do what you said and help us win by taking less money. Now, I just kind of talked about roster improvement, so let's talk about that. What did he think about Warriors have done this offseason? And let me make this bigger. I always say I want to win, and I understand how hard it is to win in this league. What we look, I don't know. It's hard to envision all the changes that's happened. I know we had some talent that's ready to blossom with JK, Jonathan Kuminga, BP, Brandon Pajemski, Trace Jackson Davis, brought in some vets, DeAnthony Melton, Kyle Anderson, Buddy Hield. It'll look different. You have to make the necessary adjustments and evolve how we play to maximize the team that we have. I have an optimistic attitude that's going to work, and that we're going to be a competitor, be in the right mix until proven otherwise. That's the only way I can think of it right now. So what he's saying what is he saying? We have to wait and see how the team does. He wants to win, but it's not the same team coming back next year. We probably have a new starter in Trace. Yes, he started back half of the season. Talking about the starting 5 from the beginning of last season. New starter in Trace will be taking Looney's spot. Klay will be out. Probably you think Kuminga starts there in that place. Dre's still at the 4. Brandon at the 2. And Steph at the 1. Maybe. And then some variety. Hield. Melton maybe. If there's injuries, Moody may start. So there's some variety that may happen there. But it's a different team. Different way to play. Very guard heavy. Still was guard heavy last season, but definitely more guards than big. You add Quinton Post, which he didn't talk about. Quinton Post, our big man. So there's a lot here. that the Warriors have. And of course, I forgot Wiggins as well. Does he get traded eventually? He stayed. He was a starter last year, probably not starting this season. So GP2, what does he bring? So we're going to have to wait and see how this team gels. We'll probably know around the Christmas time. That's 30-ish games, 25 games into the season. Then really the All-Star break, trade deadline, 45-ish, 50 games in. We'll see where the Warriors are at. But we made some adjustments, so he didn't give us a straight answer, but we'll see. In terms of winning gold, what does it mean to Steph? It would mean the world. You commit to doing something like this. You understand the challenge that's ahead of us to do one of these things, historical stuff. From 92 when the Dream Team played until now, USA has had a supreme dominance, and it's our job to continue that. So be up on the podium, hear a national anthem, and have the gold medals. That's the vision. That's why I'm here. And I love that. And we'll be following that. So subscribe to Warriors Digest to see how Team USA does. And then lastly, do I have anything else? Nope, that's it. And he said one more thing about Klay Thompson, which I've already reported on, that he loves Klay Thompson, understands what he did, and we'll miss him on the court, and it'll be weird not to see him at training camp. And we'll be covering training camp, everything in Warriors World. So subscribe to Warriors Digest so you don't miss anything. Let me know your thoughts on what Steph said. I don't want a bottom feeder team, nor does Steph. I want to see him end his career on a high. So where do the Warriors end this season? Finals, playoffs, play-in, missing it, anything in between. And let me know your thoughts in the video. Positive, negatives, everything like that. Out.